Morning, dear students. In our last video, we have discussed about universal law of gravitation. Now, as we know, what is universal law of gravitation? Okay, this law has given by Sir Isaac Newton, and according to Newton, every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force, which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So this is a universal law of gravitation, and from there we have this formula. Now from today we should know this formula. Okay, F equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. And what about G? This is universal gravitational constant, and its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is very important point. Okay, you have to remember this one, because we will solve numerical related to this formula, and it may be possible that there would no value of capital G, so we should remember this value. Okay, then let me talk about the unit of gravitational constant. If we are able to remember this formula, then we have no problem to find out to unit of gravitational constant. How can we find out the unit of gravitational constant G? We can find out the value of capital G from this formula. G equal to, it will move here, it will be Fr square upon m1 m2. Okay, so if you want to find out unit for gravitational constant G, then its unit should be equal to unit of this whole term. Okay, now we know the unit of all these things. As we know, SI unit of force is Newton. This is R means distance, and SI unit of distance is meter, that is square, Newton meter square, upon, we have masses, and SI unit of masses are kilogram, then it should be kilogram square. So this is a SI unit of gravitational constant G, which is Newton meter square per kg square. Got it? You can see here also, Newton meter square per kg square, Newton meter square per kg square. We can write this term like it. You know this thing. Okay, so this is a very important point. Now we have this formula, and we can solve numericals by using this formula. I'm explaining one question in front of you. This is our sample problem 1. Calculate the force of gravitation due to earth on a ball of 1 kg mass lying on the ground. We have mass of earth, radius of earth, and capital G. So in this question we have to find out the gravitational force. Suppose this is earth. Okay, we have to find out the force which is applied on 1 kg body. Okay, suppose this is another body whose mass is 1 kg, and this is earth. As we know, earth is attracting this body by a gravitational force. So in this question we have to find out that force of gravitation due to earth on a ball of 1 kg. Okay, now we have formula for it. F equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. So we can put all the values in this equation. Got it? Okay, now we know about a value of capital G, which is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. That is given also in this question. If it is not given in a question, then we should remember this value. Okay, so we can put this value here. M1, that is mass of earth. We have mass of earth. Okay, 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg, no problem in that. Now M2, we have a ball of another body whose mass is 1 kilogram. So we can put the value of M1 and M2. Now this is small r. It means that the distance between both things, like earth and object. So what is the distance between earth and object? For that we have given the radius of earth. It is supposed to be, it is earth and this is an object. Okay, So always this object is attracted towards the center of the earth. You should know. Okay, so the distance between the center of the earth to that object is radius of earth, which is 6.4 into 10 to the power 3 kilometer. Okay, these things are given. uh, so we have all the values we can put here, but we should remember one thing: all units should be SI unit. Okay, now let me check, uh, are all units in SI unit or not. As we know, this is in SI unit, Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, radius of earth, this is in kilometer. So we have to convert this kilometer into meter, and we know how to convert kilometer into meter by multiplying it by 1000, or I can say 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, or I can say 10 to the power 3 meter. So I can convert this radius of earth in meter by multiplying 1000. Okay, and we have mass of earth which is in kg, no problem, and we have another mass of ball which is 1 kg. So we can put all these value by converting radius of earth into meter. Okay, now you can see here in this question, it has also converted kilometer into meter by multiplying it by 1000, or you can multiply it with 10 ki power 3, so it would be 6.4 into 10 ki power 6 meter. Okay, then after putting all the value here, we will get our answer. So from this we have got our answer, which is 9.8 Newton. Okay, so we can apply this formula by this way. You should know there is a law which is called a universal law of gravitation. According to that law, every object in the universe attract each other with a attractive force, with a gravitational force. That force depends on two things. Number one, it depends on masses of the bodies, and number two, the distance between them. So we can easily find out the force of attraction between two objects. Okay, let's do one another example for that. Suppose we have two bodies, and its mass is 1 kg and its mass is 2 kg, and distance between them is 1 meter. Okay, so then according to universal law of gravitation, these two bodies are attracting each other. Okay, with a force F equal to gm1 m2 upon r square. So we can get force of attraction between them also. But we should know this thing, that if there are two objects in front of us, okay, whose masses are 1 kg and 2 kg, I am saying to you that these two bodies are attracting each other, but it does not seem to us that they are attracting. Okay, so why this happen? We can find out the attraction force between these two objects by applying this formula. Then we will get answer. So answer would be in 10 to the power minus 20 Newton, or 10 to the power minus 20 Newton, 30 Newton, minus 30 Newton. Okay, this value is very less. Okay, this value is very less. This force is very less, but there is a force. The value of that force is very less. That's why the body do not accelerate. So we are not able to see this gravitational attraction force between two bodies which are in front of us. But if we want to see this gravitational force, then we can think about the larger bodies like Earth, whose masses are big enough in comparison of 1 kg or 2 kg. As we know that the mass of Earth is you have seen here 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Okay, so if we want to see the force of gravitation, then we should have body like whose masses are very huge. Okay, like Earth, Moon, Jupiter. Okay, gravitational system we can see easily there. But if we want to see gravitational force of attraction between you and your book, you and your mobile phone, you and laptop, so we cannot see that force involved between these two objects, because when we find out that force is very less. That's why we cannot observe this gravitational force. But you should know this thing. This is a universal law. every body in the universe attract each other with a force, and that force is directly proportional to the product of masses, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Thank you very much. Go through this one, beta, and try to solve such type of questions like it. Thank you.